Hey guys, welcome back. Dick here from Trusty Trains. Today is Sunday night, and I'm back to playing a little bit with trains. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in, for watching my videos. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and today I wanted to show off the Roco V288 that you've seen already in the beginning here run. And I went by and bought it a while back, and it was a little bit of a problematic start. Let's put it that way. Roco had done it, so it's two individual locomotives. Both halves have a motor in it and a decoder, and they extremely strong pullers, like for as far as payload goes. Each locomotive has two traction tires, and so it's a very well built model, but the problem was a little bit the programming. They had programmed one to be address one or four or five, and the other one address six, and then a consist address of um, whatever it was, like, or you could just program it to whatever you wanted, and then they had functions for each half. So when you wanted to switch on the um, engine room light in locomotive A, you couldn't do it in the consist. You had to go into the individual locomotive and then press the function button 14, 17, whatever, to turn on the engine room light. If you wanted the cab lighting, same thing. The only thing that worked for both locomotives at the same time, more or less, was the turning on the sound and the headlights. And then it was kind of a bit of a pain in the butt, and Roco realized that, and they came out with the, obviously was a follow-up model. This one is the burgundy one from the Deutsche Bundesbahn. They also came out now with the or a while back with the Deutsche Reichsbahngesellschaft, so era 2 locomotive, and I think the Deutsche Bundesbahn early 1950s in the green still. And for those models, they had redone the programming so that you could program both locomotive halves with new CVs through the Z21 updater through the computer. I don't want to get into that. You can see that on Roco's website. But they created new CVs so that you could program the locomotives, and then obviously now when they run in a consist on one address, they are individually, like, you can turn on the engine room light in each one individually, the dashboard lights for the instruments. You can turn on there's a cabinet behind the driver that you can light up. um, it has a bunch of light functions, and then also the caps lights come on. It has the individual turning off either the front lights or the headlight or the back tail lights when you're pushing or pulling a train. So they're always in the right direction, the lights on, and so forth. So Roku done that. I took some time this afternoon after I came home from work, and programmed this, reprogrammed this, and I'm gotta say I'm actually pretty happy. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, and I'm gonna let you guys see how the functions work and what functions there are. I'm just gonna name a few of them. I don't think I need to show all of them. You guys can watch YouTube videos on that. But I just wanted to show it now that it works, and that it works really well. And so this it runs really well too on the track here. Like, I definitely don't have perfect track yet because this is all just temporary right now to test that transfer table. So I can run on and off. And within the next, I would say, couple of weeks, I'm probably going to try to finish this bottom level of the storage area for the trains, integrate the transfer table, and probably start building the first ramp going to the next level, as well as starting on my helix, which is supposed to go to the next level, and ultimately the all the way upper level going forward. And then also I finally got my ball screw in the in the mail, so I can attach the ball screw sometime, within the next couple of weeks to the transfer table. And then instead of having to walk over there and pushing it by hand, I will have a hand crank somewhere in here where I can, do 4 revolutions and it'll advance 40 millimeters to the next track. And then eventually I want to get into the whole Arduino or whatever they call it thing, so I can get myself a little stepper motor off eBay with the Arduino control, and then I want to have a little touchpad here where I can put in, I want to go to track number 8, and it just moves it by itself. So that's the ultimate goal, and maybe I get that working one day, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the hand crank will be good enough for a while. That's to be seen. So, anyways, those are all the projects coming up before I can build anything over top or continue with my awesome scenery here. My first piece of scenery, right, that I got from Gibraltar Modelleisenbahn in the package, and it's losing leaves, so it must be getting fall. So actually here it's super cold. We have I think it was minus 27 today or something like that. It was a wind chill, minus 35, minus 38, something like that. It was cold, and even walking the dogs was crazy cold. So yeah, so I'm gonna turn the camera around, stop talking now about everything else, and turn the camera around so you guys can see this beautiful locomotive. And I put some cars on there, and I'll explain. So see you in a sec. So here is the V288. So we have obviously the engine room lights. You can switch separately. We'll get into the dash lights and the cabinet and behind the driver a little bit later. I got to reposition the camera. But as far as sound function goes, obviously function 1 is the sound, the diesel sound, and Roco did a great job too, because they start a little bit offset time-wise, so that you really hear that there's 2 diesels running. And function 2 is a horn. Function 3 is a longer horn. And now the thing is, because it's now in the consist mode, it's always just the locomotive in the front, like whatever direction you go, that's the one that will whistle, that'll toot, and make the noises. Like function 4 is the conductor's whistle. Function 5 is coupling noise. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Function 6 would be the shunting speed. Function 7, it's kind of like a high beam. Function 8 is the roof ventilators or fans. So again, you can hear they start a little bit offset, just so that that you can tell that these that the 2 locomotives are separate. Function 9 is like the increase of the RPM, like heavy load pulling while it's running. Function 10 would turn off the tail lights on whichever side is the tail, and then function 11 would turn off the headlights on whichever side is going ahead. And then it has obviously the cab lighting in the front, and I don't know how well this can be seen, that this light is going on and off. And again, if I switch direction, then the cab light on the other side will go on and off. So the cab lighting is programmed in the direction of travel. Function number 13 is the air compressor. Function number 14 is a mute button. So there you can hear the mute button kicking in. Function 15 is the dashboard lighting of the train driver. So again, that is depending on the direction of travel. Function number 16 is the cabinet behind the driver. Again, that's depending on the direction of travel. 17 and 18 are the two interior lights for the engine room. Function 19 is squealing through the curves. Function 20 is the pressure valve or releasing pressure. Function 21 is sanding. Function 22 is the door to the cab. Function 23 is volume up. And function 24 is volume down. Now, again, like with all Roco locomotives or all manufacturers, and it really doesn't matter who it is, even the ESU is kind of on that a little bit behind. But considering this Dakota has 32 or 31 available functions for all sorts of things, if you only use up to 24, why wouldn't they put like some conductor talking, some station announcement, some radio talk, whatever on there, you know, passing freight train or crossing gate closing or whatever. I mean, they have literally 7 unused functions in this locomotive, which they could have easily filled. And I hope one day one of these Roco guys or people in charge will watch one of these videos and give us some more. Like I don't think it's going to cost them anything to literally load on 7 more sound functions of something talking, not windshield wipers, useless or anything like that, just something that makes sense. Anyways, and like I said, I wanted to try to show you guys. I don't know how well it's visible, but if we turn the headlight off, I don't know if that cabinet behind the driver can be seen or the dashboard. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. There, that's maybe visible. That's the dashboard light. No. So, yeah, that's the dashboard lighting going on and off. And then the cabinet behind the driver, it's really hard to see. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to try to take this over for a second. I think now it may be visible. Yeah, there's the cabinet behind the driver. And let's see here if we can go in. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to make anybody seasick, but oh, it's so hard to show this. There's the dashboard lights. So yeah, so there you can see there's like a whole gamut of lights coming on and off. So that's the dashboard lights. So very nice, very nice. In general, the locomotive has great detail. Like it's very well done, very nicely done on the windows too. The printing obviously is outstanding. But yeah, that's it for just introducing this locomotive. I'm holding the camera here in my hand right now, so I'm shaking a little bit. My apologies, but let's maybe see it run a couple more rounds, and maybe we'll see some other trains run too. So stay tuned. So lights are back on, and let's see. First of all, the guy has to get in and turn on all the lights. Then gonna close the door. Turn the engine on. I don't know in how far that can be heard that it's the 2 diesels are turning on separately, but it's definitely noticeable when you are here.